Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And in this week's video, what I'm doing is another recreation of one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Natalie Muttridge. This is right here. I'll insert the picture right here of the design. So this is the design we're going to do this week. Again, it's a recreation of one of Natalie's designs from a couple weeks back. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. You guys know the deal. Just do it. And I'll see you guys on the other side. So as mentioned in the intro, you guys, I am doing a recreation of one of my favorite nail artists on YouTube as well. Her name is Natalie Muttridge. Make sure you go check her out on her channel. But I'm going in with the Gayo. Nobody still ain't told me how to say it, so it is what it is. But I'm going in with the Gayo green color. I I always try to remember to link the stuff or at least put it in the description, but I always forget. So I'm going to go in on the first finger, your index finger, and the ring finger with the green color. So what I'm doing now is just going over both. But what I didn't tell you guys in the beginning was that I had already buffed over the nails because they already come with that pink nude color. So I went ahead and buffed over the nails and then applied a base coat on as well. So I'm just not going in with the green color on top of the press-on nails. Or the tips. I actually went over them with a buffer and then went in with the base coat, and then now the green color on the ring finger or the pointer finger and the pinky. And now I'm going in with the white color. Again, I don't remember what the numbers is. I probably should have grabbed them because I'm looking at them on my nail desk as opposed to my computer desk. I'm looking right at them. But I'm too lazy to get up and go get it. So I'm going in with the white color on the middle finger and on the ring finger. So the index finger and the pinky are going to be green, and then the inside to the index finger and the middle finger are going to be white. So what I'm going to do is go over those all four nails, and then I'm going to throw them in the lamp for a 60-second cure. Now, I'm not sure if these actually need a 60-second cure, but I always cure them for 60 seconds. And then if you can't really tell, the green is kind of a darker pigmented, so you probably could get away with doing one coat of green, but you definitely gonna have to do two coats of white. So, but I ended up doing two coats of green and two coats of white, cured both for 60 seconds. And now we're here at the portion after I done cured, and I'm going in and creating the marble effect. Now, you guys, the last video, y'all might be tired of me and these marbles, but I had to do one more. Well, one, because this was a recreation of Nat's video, or nail design, and I got my ombre brush, so I had to do it. If I had ordered the ombre brush, if you remember from my last video, I said I didn't know if it didn't turn out the way I expected it to because if it was the brush or if it was because I was using gel paint as opposed to gel polish. But I went in this time and used gel polish and got my ombre brush. So I'm happier with how things turned out. But right now, what you see me putting on the palette is green, white, and then this brown color, this really pretty brown. In the last video, I also didn't show you guys how I did the marble effect. So that's how I do it. I just go one way, horizontally, then I go vertically, and that creates the marble design. And I'm also going in with the Beetles Blooming Gel, per usual, you know me, with the Beetles Blooming Gel. I'm going to go in with that and then let it rest for maybe about a couple seconds before I start applying the marble to the nail. Look at that, you guys. There's my new brush. Ow, look at that. Now that's what it's supposed to look like. Not what I was using 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks or whenever it was that I did that last set of nails. I'm going to try to be more consistent in my nail videos as well. I know I've been get busy with, working and all this other stuff, but still, I need to be a little more consistent with my nail videos so you guys don't have to wait so long in between my videos coming out. So as you can see there, I go in like a zigzag pattern. And although I like the pattern of this nail, you see, I like it. But if you can also, if you can tell slightly, the sides are kind of, they kind of look weird. They're looking a little off. And I didn't notice it at first. Like when I'm doing it now, I'm not noticing because now I just picked up my dotting tool and I slapping three dots on the top and then across kind of on the across the bottom as well. You're gonna see me do them on the bottom for this particular nail, but I don't know if you could tell with this nail, it starts because of the way that the blooming gel is on the nail. It's starting to look a little like wobbly to me, and I noticed it, and not right away. I didn't notice it right away, but I did eventually notice it, and I wasn't happy. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing on the ring finger, the other white nail. I'm going to do the same exact thing, except for this time, instead of the brown, I'm going to use this really pretty gray color. What I should have did was take one of those greens, whether it was the pointer finger or maybe more so probably the pinky, and did like an ombre, like Natalie did. She did an ombre on, I think, on her pinky nail. And I should have did that. I should have went in and did an ombre on the pinky nail, so then that way it kind of made sense that I was using the brown and the gray together. But it still ended up working out as far as I'm concerned. It's still looking nice. So now I'm bringing it to the camera so you guys can see a little bit better how I do, how I just do the marble effect. And this time I think yep, I just went through it once, and then I did that motion of scraping up because that's the way I'm going to pick up the polish or the gel off of the palette is in that motion. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top, picking it up. And see how I just do a zigzag motion. It's really easy. Just float the gel polish on top of the blooming gel. To do a zigzag pattern is so easy. I think at this point I probably done perfected the marble, so it's time for me to learn a new technique because I done kind of perfected the marble. But this gray one is a lot lighter than that pretty brown color that I use. So the gray one just a little bit lighter. And now I'm going in with that Rechu. It's like their gold. It's a really pretty shimmery gold liner. Or the brush is the liner brush. And see, I don't know if y'all can look at that and tell, but I can tell. And it's probably because I did it and I noticed it, but I just know. I think I just at this moment I just noticed that I didn't like it. That it had the tip of it, like my other tips. The other three tips looked like slender, and the middle finger was kind of looking too wide for me. I wasn't digging it. So can you see it? It's right on the right side. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all, you guys. See that? Can you tell? I don't see the other ones. Look like they still kind of kept their shape except for that middle one. It looks wonky. So what happens when stuff looks wonky and I don't like it? We redo it. I don't think at this point I noticed that I don't like it. I don't think this is the point where I noticed I didn't like it yet. And if you notice, I use the same kind of motion with the liner brush when creating the gold veins. I use the same like swivel or zigzag motion. So I'm redoing it. Something about those lines weren't working for wasn't working for me. So this was take two. And now I'm going to go in and do the same exact thing on the ring fingernail. The same gold. Um, I don't put the gold veins in the same exact spot. I try to follow when I'm putting the gold lines on, or the gold, uh, yeah, the gold lines or zigzag lines, whatever you're gonna call them. When I go in to go put the gold veins on, I am actually not. I'm following the pattern of the marble. Is what I'm actually doing. I'm not just putting them in a random spot. I mean, although they are kind of random, but they're not random because I'm following the pattern of the marble. And sorry, I look like at least from where my perspective right now looks like I'm out of frame. So I hope when I see the bigger version of this, I'm not completely out of frame, and you guys get to actually see me do the gold, or yeah, the gold veins. Up there it is. There's when I noticed. I skipped that part, but now I'm about to fly through redoing the middle finger because at some point I noticed, like I said before, at some point I totally noticed that the ring or the middle finger looked at wonky. Like it was looking jacked to me, and just because of how I think I applied the blooming gel, that it was looking real lopsided to me. So I decided, you know what, I'm not feeling it. It gotta go. Let's just start over. And so right now I'm flying through the process of redoing the middle finger. So this time around, though, I'm trying to be a lot more mindful of the amount of blooming gel that I'm putting on to the nail. And as you can see, I go in and do the same zigzag motion, except for this time, um, that every time I record, I promise you, my phone just decides it's gonna start making noise every time. Ugh. But anyway, if you noticed, like the difference between the first one and this one is, oh my God, look at the marble color. The brown is it pops out so much more on the second time around doing this one than it did the first one. I really, really liked when I saw the way that the brown was looking on this nail versus the first time I put it on. And then again, I'm just going to follow the marble pattern and then go in with the gold and create gold veins on the marble. And it's crazy because I was super focused and concentrating when I first did it, and then I go back and do it a second time because I don't like it, and I fly through it and end up liking it more than the first one that I took my time with. The one I'm up here rushing on ended up being the best one. So now we're gonna go in. I have, um, well, I'm for some reason I'm top coating. I think I went in though with a matte top coat first. Is that matte? Yes. Yes. So I went in with the matte. This one is the matte top coat. because I also created it in just the regular top, the shiny top coat. And so this one on camera is actually the matte top coat. So I can show you guys what they look like matted and what they look like in a regular shiny top coat. So at the end of the video, you'll see them both in matte and shiny. But on the matte set, I use seashell decoration on the two green nails. I use some seashells. On the one that's shiny, I used seashells as well, but I also used starfish. So you'll get to see those at the end of the video. You'll get to see the difference. But there's my gel. Sorry, my rhinestone gel glue. Real life is really happening today on this voiceover. My next goal is to take me or find to see if I can find like rhinestone or gem placement class on YouTube or something, or see if someone's doing it like a live or something, because I want to really good at my gem placements. And right now it's just, it's better than where I started, but it's still not where it needs to be. And what you see me doing though right now is a piece of the glue, did like a long string, looks like spider gel that came on the side of the nail, and I wanted to get that off before I set it in the lamp to cure. So here they are. Here's the matte ones. Both nails are finished with the seashells, and here's the Take two. Here's the shiny ones. There's the shiny version and there's the matte version. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.